You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo, and I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I am coming at you with another live stream. As you enter into the chat, make sure you double tap the like button on your way in. Make sure you double tap the like button on your way in. I learned a lot being 46, about to be 47 real soon. You get what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me do something real quick. It's one thing I forgot to do. And let me do this ASAP. 1 second. One thing I forgot to do. Hold on 1 second, y'all. What's going on here? Why is it showing me this? I'm not looking for this. Wow, this is crazy. They want to give me a hard time now. Try to get this figure out. There we go. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I gotta do something real quick. Give me 1 second. Where's this thing at? Okay, there we go. Where's it at? Okay, no, I got it now, y'all. I got it. Mrs. Edwards, how you doing? How you doing, Mrs. Edwards? Yeah, so listen, y'all. Let me tell you what I learned being 46 going on 47. That things are not always easy. If it were so, it would be greatly more things happening than what I expected. You get what I'm saying? Oftentimes, y'all, you're going to find out that it's going to get a lot more, I wouldn't say difficult, I would say more so, it could be a lot more challenging for the most part. Because when you reach a certain pinnacle in your life, you just want to do what you got to do and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be involved in certain situations, certain things. You want to remove yourself from a lot of the BS. And all I could tell you is that that's what's going on. Staying away from the BS, staying away from the nonsense, and really block these people out of your life permanently. Like they should not even be in your mind. And that's the most important thing. You get what I'm saying? Because I know we're in the spiritual warfare at the same time. You just gotta remove yourself. It's like a search engine. And in that search engine, there's certain people that's in your search engine. You got to remove them out of your search engine and not even think about them and what they got going on, because they need you to be in a search engine. So you have to tell yourself that I no longer want these people in my search engine, and once you get to that point of doing that, little by little, here and there, you're going to start seeing results. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes your own people, they don't want to see you win. That's another thing I know for a fact. This, 46 going on 47. A lot of people that look like you don't want to see you win at all. They don't. And it's okay. It's okay to know that everybody that's coming in your life is only temporarily. It's okay. Because you're better off having peace, tranquility. You don't have to deal with BS than dealing with everybody that watches you, and only a few select really support your work. Those are the ones you have to concentrate on. Everybody else don't exist. They just happen to be there. That's how I look at these situations. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to be more concentrated on the people that support me when they can. And we're going to be good from here on out. Because, Lord willing, I turn 47. I'm done talking about certain individuals. I'm leaving that at 46, y'all. I'm leaving that at 46. I got bigger and better things to deal with. And so it will be going in an interesting direction like it's supposed to. And it's going to be day by day. Those individuals will deal with their judgment. And all I'm going to do is let God take care of it. And that's it. So the only time I'm going to respond to anybody I used to respond to, if it's the Lord's will to educate the people. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. I have no reason to do it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's been very interesting today. Very interesting day. I'm just more so ready for what's supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I want to thank my moderators, my members throughout the whole entire year, finishing up real soon, of your support, whether it be Cash App, whether it be becoming a member. If you hit the super chat, the super sticker, I have seen a 4%. I would say a 4%. I would say more so last year, I seen more support than this year. I will say that it kind of decreased. The support did decrease a lot this year than last year. Last year, even before the incident happened, I had more support ever on social media. And this year, it has not been, compared to last year. I did my numbers. It has gone down 4 to 5%. And that's okay. It happens. People, it's not going to always support all the time. It's just life. I realize that. I may have gotten more subscribers, than ever before. I think I got 1,000 something, 1,100, 1,200 subscribers. So around this time last year, I was at 2,000 subscribers. So I probably got a 1,300 subscriber, pickup. However, I didn't reach my goal I really wanted to reach when it comes to the subscribers. The support is a lot lower than last year. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. The thing is almost done. When I go out, I'm gonna still talk to y'all. Okay? I'm still gonna talk to y'all, you know, and so yeah, I'm just gonna tell you that I know next year will be better than this year. Next year will be better than this year. This year, I'm just ready to move on from it already. Honestly, I'm ready to move on with it, you know, because I just want to move on from this year, you know, and get ready for next year already. I'm just tired of this 2025. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of it already. I'm really tired of 2025. You know, yeah, yeah. Economically, I have to do much better. Because the last year and a half, I mean, like, it's not the way I wanted it to be, and I have to get back to before the incident. I was doing well, y'all. I was six figures. I was six figures before the incident. I was doing very well on social media, and the airport gig that I had in Arizona and New York at the time, put the two together, I was making six figures. You know, I was on my way to becoming a millionaire. So you have to understand that when you take a hit, it takes time to see some type of momentum. And so I'm not surprised that the support was lower than last year before the incident. However, we'll see what happens when I turn 47. We'll see what happens. Let me get this person on out of here. Let me get this person on out of here. I don't need your. I don't need you here. I don't know what you're here for. You block. I don't got time for it. You block. You know. I don't know why you asking silly questions and yeah. Anyway, yeah, the person is blocked. Let me see who's in the chat. Forever Studios is in the building. Salute to Forever Studios. Yeah, I'm gonna go on my regular. I'm gonna go regular when I go for my B day. I'm not gonna be in the shorts community. I'm not gonna be in the shorts community. I do not want to be in the shorts community for my birthday. So make sure you're all notified and hit the all notification. So getting back to what I'm saying, another thing I realized is that I have to be more. I don't know this language, and so I have to block this person. I don't know your language. You gotta go. I don't got time for. If you're not gonna come in here and speak English, you gotta go. Moderators, if you see anybody speak any different language than English, they know how to speak English in here. So if they're coming in here with different language, I don't understand. Just block them. If I happen to catch it, I'll block them. I don't want people coming in here with a different language I'm not aware of. You know, you're just gonna be blocked. You gotta come in here and talk English. Speak your language. Google it. Put it in English. You can listen to me in your language. However, be respectful. Come in here and speak English. I don't understand how people coming in here with different language. You know, it's crazy. Come in here, talk English, Google your language, and put the nameage so I can know what you're talking about. Give me 1 second, y'all. The thing is done. Okay, so let's talk about it now. So for the birthday situation, I will go live. Y'all will see me on camera tomorrow. Y'all see me live on camera tomorrow. Okay? And I'm going to shout out those who support 50 and up. I'm not going to say how much you send. I'm just going to say shout out to such and such for sending, supporting the work. If you send 50 and up, I'll shout you out. I'll shout you out and say thank you for the support. Tomorrow I might go tonight. Let's do this. Should I go on tonight, midnight? Y'all want me to come on midnight, or y'all want me to come on tomorrow evening? Y'all want me to come on 12 o'clock tonight? Or y'all want me to come on tomorrow around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon? What time is good for y'all? Y'all want me to come on tonight? Late tonight? Let me know. Because I realize I got people from the West Coast. Yeah, I'm thinking about coming on midnight tonight. I'm thinking about coming on midnight tonight, y'all. When it hits midnight. I think it'll be better. We'll see what happens. So getting back to this, getting back to what I'm saying, like, my haters that's watching, my haters is watching, it's going to say, oh, you're not 6 figures? I thought you were 6 figures. Yeah, I was 6 figures before that situation occurred, that lie occurred. So I knew I was going to take a hit, a loss with that accusation. And then other accusations started occurring this year. So what I learned is that it made me look at people differently, and I'm more precautionary of who I deal with and what I talk about. I'm more precautionary. And if you think about it, I've been a lot more stricter than ever before. And I believe that's a great thing. What's up, Robert? Salute. I've been more stricter, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. I ain't looking for no other woman to deal with. Let me tell you ladies something. Don't even try. I'm good with my lady. I'm glad I ain't dealing with nobody else, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I don't want to deal with no other woman on this internet or off the internet. No. No, 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 no. And once I said that I was in a relationship, that's when the support started to disappear even more. Because believe it or not, y'all, there's some women that really wanted to get with me on the internet. The truth, that's the truth. And because I'm not giving them the time of day, they did what they do. And other people pull their support. That's okay though. I learned a lot in my 46 and what not to do 47. So it's gonna be a whole different ball game. Listen, there's a lot of changes. I have removed wrenches. I I have I have certain people managing my content and everybody else's standard. I did that. I had to do that. I made that decision yesterday. And I may add one more moderator to be standard. I'm not making nobody managing. I have my managing moderators. They good. Everybody else is going to be standard for the time being. I'm doing that for a reason. And I will not be giving out any wrenches in particular. I have the right people that have wrenches. I don't have the foolishness anymore for the most part. And so I want to thank all the moderators that's moderated for my channel. The recent ones was Robert and Lively Cuts. And the reason for that, and Bridget. And the reason for that is because they bring something to the channel. I know they share my videos too. I know they let people know about my platform. And so because of that, and they have supported here and there, and because of that, they have become a moderator. And that's a good thing. And I have supported them for their prospective birthdays. Even the people I don't talk to no more on the internet, I have supported them for their birthday. So shout out to them. You will not see them in the chat no more because they're not coming to the chat no more. They're not blocked. They're just not going to come to the chat no more. It is what it is. Life goes on, That's one thing you're going to learn by being on this internet. Life goes on. People here today, you don't see them for a while. They come back when they come back. It is what it is. So, shout out to those who's consistent, because I know you got your own lives, your own situations you're dealing with. And let me ask you guys and ladies this question. Have I been more patient this year? I want y'all to rate that from a 1 to 10 in the chat. 1 bad, 10 you have been more patient this year. Have y'all noticed my patience this year? Or 5 meaning kind of patient, and then you're not patient. I want y'all to tell me the honest truth in the chat. I want y'all to rate that in the chat. Because I know it could be difficult to deal with me at times. Especially when I be going in. So I just want to hear from my audience. I want to get a temperature check. And also, have you seen growth in your life watching this channel? Have you seen any better situations happening in your life? Because I couldn't do it without y'all. I wouldn't have a channel. I wouldn't be able to do the things I do if it wasn't for y'all. So, you say I've been more patient? Okay. Mrs. Edwards, Private Studio says I've been patient. Robert says I've been patient. Okay. You said last year you was not waiting. Oh, you gotta explain that, Forever Studio. That's funny. That's funny you say that. I was not waiting last year. You talking about in terms of going to Florida, or you just talking about the money situation? I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about, brother. I would say that I would say I'm more patient this year than last year. Yeah, I came to Florida, man. I wasn't staying in New York, man. Yep. Honestly, y'all, I'm like I am Orlando. I'm gonna give Orlando. Honestly, I'm gonna give Orlando a 6.5 for me this year. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 this year with Orlando. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give it a low grade because I see potential in Orlando. It's just I have to give it a low grade based on my observation, based on the stuff I've been dealing with and seeing. I give it a 6.5. Mrs. Eldridge is in the building. How you doing? And so Mrs. Edwards said, yes, a lot of good things happen in my life. I have 2 new grandbabies, and they are girls, and we are very blessed. Absolutely, absolutely. Hallelujah for that. Hallelujah for that. Yeah. I give Orlando a 6.5, y'all. I give Orlando a 6.5 because it's not too far off from the New York. It's not too far off from the New York Ibarasi ways. While it has its moments, I have to say Orlando is becoming a lot more Ibarasi. And I like the mayor. I like the mayor. I like the mayor and what he stands for. You know what I'm saying? I like what he stands for. It's just that it's too much Ibarasi stuff going on down here in Orlando. Mrs. Eldridge, thank you for the $50 contribution. She said, just wanted to support the show. Blessings, Rollo. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. Tell Mr. Eldridge I say hello. You know, out there in Chicago. So yeah, I give it a 6 point. Well, y'all grade me in Orlando this year. I want y'all to give me a grade. Give me a grade of me being in Orlando. I give Orlando a 6.5. I just think it's too much Ibarasi lately, especially the last 2-3 months. It's been a lot of Ibarasi stuff going on down here. Yeah. Now I give Miami, I give it an 8.0. I give Miami an 8.0, y'all. I know I've been there 3 times. In terms of observing, being there for a couple of days or so, I like it's more of a go-getter. It's more of a go-getter city than Orlando. Orlando's more family, more kind of laid back. It's Ibarasi, so it's a fluctuated between conservatives and Ibarasis here. Now the Northeast Florida is the real deal. That's the real deal. That's definitely the real deal. I give them a 10 plus. I give them a perfect score. They get a perfect score from me. Like, to me, the real Floridians is definitely in the Northeast, y'all. Because this Orlando and Miami is a more of an international community. If you go to Northeast, Daytona and all them other places, it's more of our people and stuff like that. It's more original. It's a lot of money up there than it is. Like like Orlando and Miami is run by the international people, man. They run a lot of these places, man. Because I did my research and my homework. You give it a 6.5 in Orlando? Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Forever Studio. It's not my cup of tea. I bigged it up the number one city, in terms of money. It's just that, yes, it's not the number one spot in terms of I'm gonna live, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Yeah, it needs to do better with the gig economy, you know. Uh with that Jacksonville and all them other places, man. Shout out to them, man, because they making money up there. They making money up there for real, for real. That's where the money at, man. The old money, you know. But if you come to Orlando, man, it's good to hang out and all that. You're gonna get tired of it after a month or two. You know. I came back. I'm in the pool chilling and stuff like that, and now I'm ready for something better and bigger. You know what I'm saying? And all I could tell you is that I'm not gonna say too much because the entities and deities is watching. They trying to figure out where I'm at, what I'm doing, what my plans are. And that's another thing. I'm not gonna talk about my plans no more on the internet because every time you talk about your plans, something happens, y'all. So we gotta be careful of what we say on this internet. You know what I'm saying? We got to be careful what we say on this internet because what these deities and entities would do is try to make it difficult for you to make money. They'll try to make it difficult for you to get to the next step, and they want you to think about them. So what I'm gonna have to start doing is not think about them. They don't exist no more in my mind. Remove them from the search engine. Remove them from the search engine. I don't want to know what they doing, what they got going on, unless the Most High see fit for me to discuss something that we must pay attention to. Other than that, we got to remove them from my search engine, y'all. I don't want them in my search engine. And once we do that, things will start making more clearer sense. Shout out to my people on my Instagram. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. We ain't going to talk about it on YouTube. Shout out to my Instagram supporters. So, yeah. So that's all I'm going to tell you, y'all. I'm going to tell you that I'm looking forward to 47. I learned a lot. 46. I learned what to do, what not to do, and how to adjust, how to adapt, and not say too much of what I'm going to do because I'm telling you, the devil's is on this internet heavy. And people will try to stop you from doing what you want to do. So when you do it, then you talk about it. Once you do it and you accomplish it, and you good to go, that's when you make mention of it because they can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Somebody say they being gang stalked. Okay. Why you feel like you're being gang stalked? I think this is a troll, y'all. Moderators, this is a troll. Asking me if it's police in front of me. We got a troll moderator. This is one of my male stalkers. You see what I'm saying? This is one of my male stalkers. We got to get this person on out of here, moderator. Get this troll out of here. Because this is not no this person is lying about being gang stalked. They come in here with different accounts and trying to conversate. I'm not believing anything this person is saying. It doesn't make sense. So we got to block this person, moderators. We got to block this person on out of here. I don't believe anything this person is saying. This person was sent, made another account. I'm going to block this person. Because you could tell when somebody's lying. You could tell when somebody's lying, talking about there being a target individual. It doesn't add up. When they tell you it's police in front of you, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. That gives it away. That gives it away. How are you going to ask me if it's a police in front of me? That don't make sense. Why would police be in front of me? Like you want something to happen to me? You see what I'm saying? So I blocked the person, moderator. I got it. You know, what you got to do if you're a moderator, you don't have to remove the comment. There's remove and hide the user. You can hide the user, okay? You just have to scroll your phone up. You see hide user, and then you hide them. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate the support. So we'll be doing a birthday live stream. So be on the lookout for that. So to Forever Studios, to Mrs. Eldridge, to Mrs. Edwards, and to everybody else viewing, I see y'all on my B-Day, Lord's will. Brown royalty to the people. We the business.